Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Bonk Update. And there is a problem that I think we still have here in the smaller time frame. So let's dive in and check the 50 minutes time frame right now. Okay, so we've had prices moving up, and for quite some time it has been boring, but we're having a small distribution going on. So you can say that it's taking a small break in here. The brakes are being applied because the prices have been moving quite a lot. So what is this? What is this? Um, it hasn't broken, right? So there's this trend line that it is being respected. Now I feel like there's a head and shoulders in here, but it's not a very clear one. It's unfortunately not a very clear head and shoulders. But let's analyze this one particular potential pattern that you are trying to make in here. And we have the necklines, we have this support line over here, and the support line it's actually getting respected. So you have one touch, you got another support, you had a fake out, and then you have another support which is being respected. So we have small amount of time, and this small amount of time is going to be that support, the resistance, sorry, and then this support. And we should see a decision coming up until 28th of March. I mean today, in the next coming couple of hours, probably in the next 10 hours. You're having this declining channel at the moment, and by today, anytime very very soon, we're going to start to see at a break, and you might actually see for a break in here, just a very small push up to 1444, or you could actually break down, retest, and then this pattern, whatever this is, can play out, and we might actually see a move to the downside, and this can actually take bonk prices all the way to nearly 11,889, and that can be a drop or a correction of nearly 13%. Now, could it happen? Maybe. We could see it because it has been pumping for some few days. It is actually getting gassed out, as you can see. That's the reason why we're getting all these negative patterns. And by the way, we still also want to see this resistance getting broken out of. So there's a lot of roadblocks going on, unfortunately, right? And I do not know how low you can really go, but if you come down for that 13%, we have 11 and something like that. So we have this this one area that is going to be the next support, and that is 1184. So you can see that this technical target, if it actually drops down, then it drops down nearly to this support level, because there was resistance here, fake out with resistance, this was a break to the upside, and yes, it does make sense to actually go down. And I'm going to tell you why I am more inclined to see bonk going down. And by the way, I just noticed as I was speaking that, can you notice this one thing? Look at this, that when you had that support here and whatever this resistance was, there was no retest. Okay, I'm going to zoom in here, and I want you to notice this one very small gap. So you had your resistance, you had that rejection again, you had this rejection again, and this was a successful break to the upside. But notice that there was no any proper touch. There was a very small tiny gap, and the retest was not proper. This was not a proper retest where you really backtest the whole trend line, and you just moved up from here. Okay, so it does look to me that if this drop is going to happen, and by the way, you're just making this pattern to drop down there, then that means you will have a retest down to 1178, and you could actually pump from 1178 and actually later on really go back up to the upside. Now if you do drop down here and you do something like this and you go up, this can actually be a bigger left shoulder head and a right shoulder as well, which can be another bullish pattern in the making, of course. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Office.